Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There you go. Step right in. 57. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Alec Ogletree. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
57. Mike, 57.
Off the play fake. Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Kill. 27. Here we go, D. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Undercross.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The tank. DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves,
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Bud Dupree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Luck. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Check out. Wide, 622. You gonna get this one? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check 13. Check 13.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
36-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Saquon Barkley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Love. His throw caught at about the 5. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here's Pollard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And avoids the contact by sliding. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Watch the twins. Here we go. Rush in. Rush in. Sponge. Sponge. Here we go. Go to 54. Line in. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch twins. 36. 36. Hey. 26.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53. Hey, turn it up, 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchdown. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Barkley. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Why in? Check 52. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Safe.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the run. He's coming. We got double up. Check. Bang. Watch what?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Slam. Here we go. Go to 54. Why in? You got tape.
Play action now. Prescott. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
My help. 5, 6, 5. Take your point. 11. John Wright.
On 1st and 10, Luck going up top. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, box truck. Back and go full street. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
From the gun, here's Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Luck. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Check 24. Check 24. We're going to 54. Wide in. Watch the safety creep. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Kill.
Prescott from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action, it's locked. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now Pollard. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 87 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 The 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And shutting him off, now open field. There he goes, left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Rosas to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Mixed score, Cowboys 17, Giants 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. It's Weber. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Whip. Watch the whip. Shift. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run again here with Weber. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Undercrush. Shift. Watch the shift. Check three. Then we're going to 53. Watch twist. 26.
On first down, Pollard. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Hatchet. Deuce. Here we go. Going to 54. Lions, 26.
Here's Pollard again. And an alley to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right.
Luck now to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. 3rd and long. It's Luck. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. We'll see if they do it anyway. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Luck now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Check 99. Check 99. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Begin.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of 1 yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of 1 yard. Bringing up 3rd and 12.
3 down. 3 down.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.